What's going on? Okay, it's almost Saturday night. What do we got? Here's 5 minutes. 5 minutes to midnight, man. Well, three, according to that. Whichever clock you want to believe. So we got a bunch of projects going on. I need to order the parts for this. The G90 stand. Um, I found a place that sells these, I forget what they called. It's a mini Tiana or something. Connector. I made a video about it. I have not ordered them yet. I'm not sure, but I think maybe did somebody pull something out of there? Nope. Is there supposed to be like a leg possibly there? So these are all kind of just tied in together, and there's the strap that goes here. It's missing. I'm not really too worried about that part of it. If I were to use it at home, I just will set it here. That's over there. I'm not going to deal with it. So I need to order that part. I've been 3D printing these things for the bikes, and they're all the wrong size. So this is the old one. It's actually a company called Diacomp, and it's called a headset. And they made these and some other types of parts for the threadless headset for the Cannondales. I don't really need it, but it goes into the star nut, and it kind of helps when you're trying to align. Oops. You're trying to align the bike. So this actually, I glued it back together. It shattered in a bunch of pieces, and I put it back together. So basically, I just need to 3D print one of these. This design here, if I could shrink it down, I might be able to get it to work. I'll have to. The problem with this is that if I do this in Tinkercad, circles just don't seem to come out right on Tinkercad. And I don't know. Realistically, I would just like a really cool, nice metal washer, like they put on the Specialized bikes. I don't want this like cheap plasticky thing. Now, I'm not super experienced, so I tightened it down and shattered it. And that's how that happened. Anyway, we got some other projects over here. We got this computer over here. I need to order some RAM for that and get just like 2 single 16 sticks. I think would be fine for that. This computer is not a server, but it's a X299 or whatever the hell they call it. It's a Aorus, whatever the hell that is, a Mexican bird, something like that. Kind of looks like the Hencho in Mexico thing, but I guess maybe it's not Mexican. Aorus doesn't sound very Spanish to me. Maybe it's Chinglish. I don't know. We can't read what it is. Anyway, this thing draws a ton of power. It's a power-hungry thing. It's a i7 7800. It's fast. It's cool. It's great. It lights up. It's all fancy crap. Woo! Look at that. We got blue lights, red lights. And we got room for more fans. So it actually does check all the boxes for a lot of things that I want. However, I would rather have a different computer than this that doesn't draw this kind of power. I don't need the performance that this offers. And here it is, it's still booting. It's fast, but it ain't really all that impressive. I name all my computers exactly what they are, so I know what they are. So I need to deal with that, get it out of here. I would rather run the old i7 2600, which actually draws about, 50 to 90 watts. This thing sits here and draws 99 to 150. If you put it on any kind of serious thing, you'll see it draw quite a bit. So 150 watts if it's drawing 100 watts all the time. I don't know. An air conditioner draws pretty much like 500 watts all the time, a small window air conditioner. So that's something to keep in mind. And if you have, like I have, a couple of different computers that are usually running all the time, that adds up. I need to get in here and turn off my inverter. I'm running the heater. But I like to leave a little bit of emergency power in case something goofy happens. So one of the other projects I have that I need to do, I got this really cool rubber mat that I'm using, but I need to I can't locate this connector. It's not available anywhere that I can find. There might be some other connector that I could get, like a EC, I think it's called an EC4 or 5. There's a connector that looks like a backwards D in a circle. This is a square on a regular D. And this is potentially like the size of an XT90, probably internally. There's two things I could do. I could crack this bad boy open. This was only $5. It totally works. Click the little button here. You hear it click. It goes into boost mode. Turn it off. It's a lithium-ion brick. It says 800 amps starting current, peak current 4,000 amps. I don't know if that's true. Anyway, I want it to be able to jump a vehicle. I don't really need another brick, but I need to make something for that. Figure out, maybe take it apart. I would probably not use Anderson power poles just because we need something that can handle 800 amps. At least for a couple seconds. And I would think that those connectors that are a little bit bigger than these could probably do that. These are XT60s. So I think if there's something bigger than a 90, that might be suitable. So I'd like to be able to do that. I can't find any kind of jumper cables for this one. If you know where I can get cables for this for a reasonable price, these are very common on Amazon, but you can't get the cables for these. They're not available. There's no replacement cables available. I checked the company's website too. So that's another project I'm working on. I've got a few other things. I got a bunch of CDs I need to rip to the computer and get them put away. I got to clear this area out here. I've not been operating the radio over there much. I've mostly been over here trying to use some of my vintage gear. I've got a 50 amp power supply I need to test out. There's nobody on the radio. Bands are really bad right now. That's the top of 80. The ALC is actually working okay on this now. I'm listening a little wide. The point of owning this radio is the transmitter is really good on AM. But locally, there hasn't been a whole lot of opportunity to use it. I'm not going to get on the AMI net. I don't have the patience for it. In this radio, I like to use the clarifier because this is so coarse. Another project is I need to recap the Marantz. So I got lots of stuff I need to do. But I picked this thing up. It's a 50 amp power supply. It's a little bit thicker than the other one. Hopefully the fan works. So lots and lots of stuff to do. I've got a couple of guitars that I need to work on. This is not one of them, but I need to work on this one. I wish I could get a pick guard for this. I want to pull the strings and check it out and see if it's routed to where it could handle humbucker, and so HSH, whatever you call it, humbucker, single humbucker. I've done this before. I could cut the pick guard up at the top of the neck. I'm not sure what kind of saddles they're using. I'm not sure if I could put fender stuff on that or not. I'm also curious if the scale might not be a little shorter than another one. But I've got a set of pickups. I've got a Fender PW29 bridge. I've got some stainless steel saddles. And I want to put them on something, but this one here is already all hooked up. This one here has Seymour Duncan Dimebag Darrell pickup. It's got stainless steel saddles, which I think are awesome. It's got the Fender Big Block bridge, known as the PW29. These used to be made in Mexico, but now they're made in Korea. This is a very, very nice body for what it is. It's like 1, 2, 3 pieces. It's a Starcaster. And I've sanded the neck a lot. I took a lot of material off the neck. I've been playing it like that for a while. And it's made in 2009 on the body, 2010 on the neck, or maybe even 2008. This was a guitar that somebody had bought, and it was signed by like Pearl Jam or something. And the guy took the pick guard and left all the electronics behind and put it on a different guitar. And the original neck was from Music Go Round, and it said used. So I bought another Starcaster, a black and white one, with this maple neck. And my thing is, I like a maple neck, maple fretboard. I'm not big into rosewood. I don't really think it makes a huge difference on the tone, especially because I'm playing through an amplifier and I play really badly. But so that's another thing I do a lot on this channel. And I have another channel for guitar stuff, but it really has never taken off. So it's really kind of hard to just put content out on like 2 or 3 different channels. So a lot of times I'll cross post, but because a lot of hams are into music, so it kind of works out okay. So anyway, we got some stuff to do here, and I'm going to try and get some things organized. Of course, I've got to go to the thrift store like a crackhead every day and try and buy less and less stuff. I did pick up a really cheap label maker because it had like a fair amount of label left in it. So I need to get some batteries in there and make sure that it works. I have other Brother label makers. I even have one that you plug into the computer and you can print whatever logos you want. So, kind of cool. Anyway, it's getting late, so I'm going to have to wrap things up. I'm going to do a couple other videos, and then I'm going to go to bed.